He goes by the name of M Status. But a little history about M Status. A long time ago, I worked in Yakima on the radio, 107.3. That's where I started my radio career. There was a little kid buzzing in town. They was like, "Hey, we going to Status' studio. We going to see Status." I'm like, "Man, who the hell is this guy?" So finally, I got to meet him. Man, he was a young kid. I want to say he was about maybe 17, 18. Man, amazing. He was, man, stayed in the studio. Um, like I said, everybody in town that rapped really kind of connected with this guy. So of course I had to, and man, ever since then, man, it's been 100 with this guy, man. He goes by the name of M Status, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome my man Mitch Weary, aka M Status to everything 509.
He kind of hit him with the okay. Remind me of the shows. I like to do the shows a little bit, but I be like, yo, juicy up a little bit.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Say what's up to the people,
man,
Status.
Hey, what's going on, everybody, man? It's for real. It's a blessing and a privilege to be here, man. And you know, like you said, we go back. So of course, when my guy hit me like, yo, we got to do something. I'm like, yo, it's nothing but a word. It's nothing but a word. So this is amazing. It's the first kickoff show
This
too.
is
So
it. That's right.
I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good to be here. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? We sit a little in the parking lot, so I'm like feeling really good actually right now. So it's gonna, you know what I'm saying?
I hear that. Man, music started for you where, man? I know your family's been enriched in with the music, man. But what actually made you say, you know what, I'm gonna start making beats?
It was like one of those things, like it was like my only choice. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like, so, you know, I came from like a church background. So my dad was a pastor. So it's like super strict. So everything I was doing was just music based. I started in the church playing the drums actually.
Gotcha.
And so like that was my main thing. And so I kind of got into production mainly because, so man, I was like recreating wedding soundtracks. That's what my dad was teaching me to do. And so back in the days, like when people was getting married, they didn't want to like pay for like their favorite song. So they would hire me and my pops to like recreate the soundtrack for their wedding. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I started actually making beats like that. I was like 9, 10 years old.
Right.
And so from that point on, it just kind of went further and further. And then once middle school hit, everybody was in the school dances and I couldn't go. You know what I'm saying? It was like a no-go off top.
You couldn't go to the dances?
Not at all. Not even. Don't even ask. Don't even ask.
What?
I already knew what it was.
What?
For real, for real.
Mr. Weird was not having that.
Not at all. So I was downstairs, but I had like a little studio. My uncles left a bunch of keyboards. So to make the time go past, because my friends was all at the dances chilling, I was just by myself. So I was like, man, I'm going to just start like messing around. So I started making beats. I started like studying producers, Timbaland, Pharrell, different ones, trying to recreate the stuff they was doing.
Yes, sir.
And then I just kind of grew into it. So then once high school hit, like, you know, that's that age where everybody wanted to be cool. So everybody was like rapping at this point. But not everybody had the studios. And back then it wasn't like now where you could get the little, you could make it on your phone and all that. Like, back then, you had to have the actual studio. So I was the only one, and so when all the cool kids wanted to rap, they were like, "Yo, can we come to the basement?" So I was like, "All right, cool." And so it just kind of grew from there, man. And
that's when the studio was at the bottom.
At the bottom,
Bill's Music.
No, that was at the bottom of the crib. I was like 17 at this time.
Oh, okay, got you.
You know what I'm saying? So I was able to take that and then just make a whole thing of it. And so then my pops finally started believing me. At first, he was kind of like, I don't know. And my mom's actually was the one that was just like, you know, give him a shot. Just believe in what you taught him, but let him do him. You know what I'm saying? So finally, I remember one time, no lie, I was making a beat. And so, but, you know, I was scared to get on tracks. I didn't believe in my voice at the time, but whatever. So I'm playing this beat. And at the beginning, I said M Status. They started calling me this in school. So I remember he comes down, right? And I don't even know. I'm just jamming, put this in the track. He comes down. He's like, M Status, who's that? I stopped the beat. I was like, oh, you know, that's just something they call me in school, you know what I'm saying? So then he's like, play it again. I play it again, all scared. I'm thinking he's going to talk shit to me. And so he stops. He's like, I like it. It's got a ring to it. And just went upstairs. And since then, like, I got that approval, right? And I was like, all right, that's cool. And it's been that ever since. And then I was able to just take that, elevate it, start kind of writing songs. At this time, there wasn't a lot of male singers, but I was raised around choirs. So I would hear these parts, and I'd be like, man, this would be dope if somebody could sing it. So I would just kind of write them down. I would reference them, and hopefully somebody else would jump on them. And then finally people started hearing me. Were like, you know what, this actually sounds good. We're going to leave you on here. So I was like, okay. So I kind of started building confidence like that. And man, that just kind of like elevated a little bit. And of course, man, just the people, the love for the people, the city, the valley, all the rappers coming up, different things like that, really showing me love and support, man. And it's been a ride ever since,
Man, it has been, man. Let the people know who you actually who you work with, man. As far as the names that they would know.
Okay, so I've been in it for a little bit, so I've been able to produce a lot. I think one of my first like big placements, man, this was probably back in the day, was I got on a production with Luda, and this was through Track Kings.
Right.
And so at this time it was crazy. So I was living in Atlanta at the time, barely like.
I forgot you moved down there.
Yeah. Barely like paying my dues.
Yeah.
And so when I say like, it wasn't like, oh, I did the beat. Like I'm in the studio. I'm like, oh, you should add a cymbal here. You should add you know what I'm saying? But I learned the breakdowns of what the music is. And so it's like, hey, if you added a string line, I might get 5%, but I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like, but I had already had such a music knowledge from here. So that was one of the first like real big things. And so from that, I worked with Young Jock. I worked with Twista. Then I actually got into like really being in the studios, and so I did like a bunch of songs with Montel Jordan, CeCe Peniston, different ones. And so then after I came back to the city, I broke into like the Latino market, which is obviously where we at. It's huge,
right.
And so
big.
Yeah. And then I really got cool with these people, you know what I'm saying? So like the Baby Bashes, the Frankie J's, the Pauly Deondas, the different ones like that.
Yeah.
And so once they really just kind of vibe with me, saw how I was in the studio, but then just knew me personally, it was popping from that point on. And so now it's like, man, it's a blessing. Every artist that I got a chance to like really work with and network with, we always like connect on just because I'm a student of the game. And as soon as I meet them and I'm in the studio, I let them know like, hey, you know what? I don't want to be annoying, but I'm gonna ask you questions because I soak up all of that knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And and they really respect it because they see like, yo, this young cat, he's really trying to do something. And so, man, I was able to take those connections, those relationships, and then build my career. So like the people that was managing them, the road managers and different ones started like really kind of vibing with me, and it was like, okay, you know what? You can do this record. You can open for this show. Yeah. And then once I started really just vibing as far as like my show energy and learning my place, learning how, okay, I'm doing my R&B thing, right now. So it's a whole different lane and element.
Yeah.
So they was like, all right, we might be able to put you on here and book you here and do this. We'll see how it goes. And then the shows was doing well. So now, like, it just became my thing, and like I said, it's all God, it's all a blessing. The doors open when they needed to. Of course, I had to take those L's. You know what I'm saying? Learn a lot. That's the game. Learn what it is, what it isn't. You know what I'm saying? Who's rocking with you, who's not. All of that stuff. But at the end of the day, it makes you so much stronger. Now I got an amazing team. Shout out to Team Next Level. Man, everything.
Team Next Level is who is in Team Next Level?
Man, so Team Next Level, that consists of my bro Blaze. He supports and does everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything.
That guy,
and he's been in the game for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he shows that love as far as the radio and everything else.
Definitely.
Man, my guy Stephen Chase, such a creative mind when it comes to the visuals. Man, super dope.
He been going for a long time. So it's good to see my man really blooming, because Chase been going for a minute now.
He's been on it, man. He's really been on it and trying to be consistent. And one of those people that really saw what I was doing and was like, man, you know what? You need to go ahead and just do the music, and then let me fill in these gaps. Let me do this creatively for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just need you to do this, and do this.
Yeah.
So it was dope, you know what I'm saying? And so, of course, shout out to Soul. Soul's dope. Soul Trevino. She just kind of like joined the team recently, but she's got like a lot of plugs, and she plugged me in with Sir Mix-a-Lot, and he shows the music a lot of love, and we linked up a few times, and he's plugged me into a lot of things through Universal, which has been big for me.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So shout out to Potra too. Potra's been rocking with us for a minute. You know what I'm saying? She be in the mix. Yeah. My guy Mac, Mission City. That's my brother.
That's my man.
So I mean, it's been a blessing, man. We got like a really solid squad. That's like, okay, what do you need on this end? What do you need on this end? Because they like really want me to just focus musically. So it's been dope because you know how it is coming in. Like you got to figure out, I want my artwork to look like this.
Yeah.
Man, I wish my video could look like this. I got to spend this money to do this. And now it's like when you got people that's like, you know what, just make the music, give us a little bit of the vision, and we'll figure out the rest, you know? That's like such a blessing. So now I'm able to just really focus and just do what I need to do as far as like my artistry goes and just be free with it. Now I'm just learning like now I don't second guess anything. Before I'd be like, I don't know if I can say this. I don't know if I should do this. And now I'm just doing me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, hey, if this is what I feel, it's about to go down. It's about to happen. You know. So
and they make it happen.
Man.
Especially Blaze. Blaze don't have stuff.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. And that's my guy. He, you know, he got on me like, you know, and just on some real stuff. And I appreciate like the realness. You know what I'm saying? For a minute we were shooting the videos and he's like, you know what's that? I love you, bro. Yo, you out here getting pudgy, bro. And I was just like, I was looking, I was like, damn, I am. You know what I'm saying?
I have seen you lately,
bro. Yo, man, y'all tell me that. Y'all gonna let me do it. Y'all gonna let me ride like that. You gonna let me ride like that?
No, I wasn't. But I really see you back in the gym and shit.
Oh yeah, I had to. You see, I had to. It was wild too, cause once I started getting in there too, cause you would see like the people like in the gym, and I was like, oh man, that's cool, but like, man, if I ever really focused, I probably wouldn't do all that. Nigga, I'm in there every day. You know what I'm saying? Yo, good pump today. You feel me? I was like,
you in the mirror just knowing you done something. Okay.
No, honestly, like it's just been like a really cool release, man. I was, you know, lately it's been an interesting mind frame for me. You know what I'm saying? Dealing like I had a loss in the family and just like a lot of different things. But right now the album's getting ready to come out, so you got to be focused and like there's just so much, of course, dealing with the pandemic and like trying to figure out those different moves when you're trying to make things happen. Like it's a pressure that people don't really understand. Like, you know, they hear the music, they see like the success, but like the whole backside of what it takes to really do this, it's crazy. And like I've been doing this. Like I sacrificed so much. Like I mean, I did the whole like married and I had, you know, my I love my daughters and everything like that. But at the end of the day, it was like I had to like figure out if this is it this or is it this? I was kind of giving that, you know, ultimatum. And I was like, man, I've been working too hard. Man, I remember them nights in the basement. Like, and so like the sacrifice is real, you know? And so like getting that end of it and then getting like, oh man, he's doing this thing. That's cool. I like this song. Switch. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. But like, man, like if you knew the work it took to get to that point, to make this damn song, to make, you know, to be where I'm at now, it's so much. And so I feel like this next project, it shows like the transparency, man. It's crazy. It's really, I'm excited about it. It's been a lot. There's been a lot going on, like just in my life. But I feel like that's like that point in time where you know you got something special. If shit's too easy, it's like, all right, cool. But like when you're going through a struggle, I was always taught, you know what I'm saying? Like that's when you get like really excited, you know what I'm saying? Because you know like your blessing is right there. So it's like, yo, someone's got to throw this nigga off because he's just too lit right now. You know what I'm saying? But like, when it gets crazy, that's where you gotta be like, nah, all right, cool. And so I've been like really heavy on just like manifestation, like, nah, this is what's gonna happen. Like, like already just believing it, like, nah, this is what's gonna happen. It's about to be crazy. It's about to be a big project. It's about to be a dope video. We about to do this and just letting it happen. And so that's where I'm at right now, man.
Album mode. I know you've been in album mode for a minute. When can we expect the album?
So it's slated for May. It's done. It's all the way done. I got a lot of dope features. Shouts out to Kirko Bangs, Paul Wall's on here. Show some local love, of course. Paula Dion is on there. There's it's a really like personal project though. It's called Right Where I Need to Be, and I think it just goes through like on an R&B tip, of course, but just like the first record, I can't wait for people to hear it because like it might be one of those I want to say controversial ones, but like it's real. You know what I'm saying? There's different situations and relationships and stuff that I've been through and like where you know sometimes like, yo, damn, I was a toxic one. You know what I'm saying? Or this is crazy. And so, man, I like kept it all the way real. Nigga, drop names, everything.
Wow.
Yeah, I did that purposely, not like on a level where it's just like talking smack, but it's like it's my story. Personal. It's a part of my story, and I want people to like know, like, okay, man, this is like, all right, he's really putting himself out there, and a lot of the project is like that. Of course, we party. Of course, we turn up. Of course, we got them love joints, but I feel like it's like a real personal project. Put a lot of work into it, and so that's why I called it that, because like throughout the process, I was finding myself. I was dealing with a whole lot of different things, and so when it was done, I was like, yeah, okay, that's where we at, right where I need to be right now. So I'm excited. Slated for May. I'm thinking I'm gonna wait till after Cinco de Mayo. I want everybody to turn up, and then because like right now it's like the period where, especially in the city, they call it Young Stat season, man, where it's like promo. You know what I'm saying? We did the shout out to everybody that tuned into my live stream too.
Hey, I was gonna ask you about that. The live went crazy,
so
man.
So lit, man. Thank you guys. That was dope. And we have been practicing that for a while, and just wanting to do it right. And man, they tuned in and showed love. You know what I'm saying? So of course, the next thing that we promoted was this. You know what I'm saying? My brother's doing his thing.
Yeah.
And of course, anything my man's is a part of, I'm like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? And so like this is going on. I got a couple more podcasts that I'm gonna be hitting. Of course, we're doing the Hot 99.7 interview. And then, man, there's a lot of like little things that I'm just doing right now. Like I said, it's just about promo mode. If you out of sight, you out of mind. So I gotta be in a grill.
I had to take that step when it came to the coronavirus.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it was
Absolutely.
like, man, clubs and all
Everything.
that shit was shut the
Everything.
fuck down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And,
Facts.
like, as far as y'all lane went,
Mhm.
as far as the singers and producers, like, I felt like y'all could really still do what y'all was going to do
Yeah.
because that's where
That's
y'all
right.
at anyway.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But as
Exactly.
far as the DJs, yeah, that had shit fucked up for
Real
quite
talk.
a minute.
Real talk.
So
Real talk.
it's probably good that personal record is coming out right now.
Man, it's like the right time.
Yeah.
It's definitely the right time. I feel like it's lit. It's where it needs to be right now.
Right.
That's why I called it that. So
bam.
we going in, man.
So this next single we're gonna play, man. What's it called?
Okay, so this is, man, I have my first official single. It's called I Wanna Love You. It's super, super dope. I want to wait on that one. This one is just such a bounce, man. It's such a pop. I think it's dope. I think people are going to rock with it. I was thinking about dropping this one like maybe the third single, but it's just a feel-good vibe. And I'm like, man, this is something special. My man is in the building. Like, let's
Yeah.
just do something that, you know what I'm saying? Like, people may not hear for a minute, but it's just like, yo, you got the exclusive right here. So this one's called All My Love.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, basically it's one of those records that's like, man, I've been fucking up for a minute, but you got a writer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's like,
I didn't know you fuck up. I didn't know you fuck up,
y'all,
Mitch.
y'all about to hear the album. If y'all ain't already, yo.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's
the
go ahead
room
and
circuit
do it,
already.
man.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yo, this joint is crazy.
Yeah.
And when you finally just settle down, it's like, all right, you know what? I'm finna just give you all my love. You deserve it. You've been rocking. And it's got a bounce. So I think people's gonna really rock with this record. You're hearing it here first. So
Yeah.
let's go.
All My Love, M Status.
Sheesh.
This has its own
Baby, you did it, no lie. Once you came in, girl, you changed my whole life. When you know, you ain't gotta think twice. Time's of the essence, and girl, it feels right. So I sent a peace and emoji to my side chicks. Let them know that I'm done, so don't try it. I'm in love and I just can't deny it. It's a rap, baby, that's it. So I'm giving you my everything. Be my queen and I'll be your king. You're the flyest girl that I've ever seen. And if you've been in love, you know what I mean. So I'm giving you my everything. Be my queen and I'll be your king. Stay down, so it's time that I give you my all. I'ma give you all my love. I know you enough. It don't matter what they say.
We out here tonight.
As long as you give me
Oh, you out here for the night? That's weird.
just stay down with it. Even though you knew I always be around with me. You would catch an attitude and baby, trust me, I get it. But that was the old me, girl, I'm through with it. All the lifetimes that you cried, girl, say goodbye to the old life, I swear. All the times you thought like I didn't care. Promise now that I'm always there. You my everything. I'll be your king. You're the flyest girl that I've ever seen. And if you've been in love, you know what I mean. You my everything. Be my queen and I'll be your king. Stay down, so it's time that I give you my all. As long as you give me all my love, I'ma give you all my love. All my love, I'ma give you all my love. Can you help me say? I'ma give you all my love. Hey, my love, hey, my love.
This has its own melody.
All my love, and I know you ready, love. It don't matter what they say. It don't matter what they say about us, baby. You give me
Check. Ladies and gentlemen, he goes by the name of M Status. That is his joint called All My Love. Album's supposed to be coming out May, so make sure you tune in.